There's one thing that Sharí loves that I've tried so hard to understand, and it's hard. I do love it, but I'm not a good note taker.
No,
I think a lot of people struggle with note taking. I'm a terrible note taker. You could probably even see from there that I'm a terrible note taker. So we found something that helped us in our business, and it would also really help you if you're a speaker or an author, and that is called, I think the generic term for it is a smart pen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Smart Pen is the company that does this is, I'm pretty sure it's pulsepen.com is where you can find it, but if not, I'll put up the right link. And so it's a monstrosity of a pen. I mean, it is huge, and every time I use it, people are like, oh my gosh, what does it do? It does a lot. So you get the pen, and when you get the pen, you also have to get the notebook, because what you'll notice is it has a little sensor here at the bottom, and it will keep track of what you're writing, and it does that because the sensor reads the microdot paper. This is special paper, and so it's able to actually track your writing. And then, no, you can't come over here. And then you can plug your pen into your computer, and it will upload all of your notes, all of your handwritten notes. So that's cool in and of itself. But wait, there's more. While you're writing, you can also start recording, and it will keep track of when you're writing something and where that is in the recording. And so how this is really helpful, in fact, they actually made these originally for college students, so they could keep track of lectures and notes. So they take notes, and then they can say, oh, what was it that the professor said that we should remember for the test? Oh, it's right here, blink, and then it starts the lecture from that exact point. So this has been my lifesaver when it comes to coaching my speaking clients. For example, Kevin Shahan, who is a client, and we'll link up to his website, it actually got a Pulse pen just for, well, he uses it for many things, but he originally got it for our coaching sessions, is because while he's talking and while he's rehearsing his speech, I'll be jotting down my notes and thoughts of, hey, you did great here, or how about we use this technique here, or let's rehearse this section again and shoot for this goal, or something along those lines. And then, so what he does is he takes that recording back home, and he'll go through his entire speech, and all of my clients can then, whenever I say, you know, when you hit this part in the speech, you really lost your momentum, it didn't seem like you were connecting with the material. In the past, they might fight me on that, say, well, no, I thought that went really smoothly, and, you know, I felt connected, and I can hit the recording at that exact spot, and they can hear themselves during that point in the rehearsal.
And then they will agree with you that, yeah, I did.
And they're like, oh, okay, I didn't understand that before, now I see what you're saying. So you can upload the recording and the text, and even on your computer, hit the point in the text and listen to the recording. The amazing thing that it also does is it will turn your handwritten text or handwriting into text. So there's a little application you say turn into text, and turns into like Times New Roman text, and then it's a straight document that you can email to somebody like Word, or just copy and paste into an email, and then they have all those notes. So oh my gosh, this has been so fantastic in so many ways. It also has a bunch of apps that you can download. Like there's a Spanish app that I think it comes with, and if you want to know the word for water in Spanish, you write water and hit the word and say translate, and it will tell you the Spanish word for it. There's so many crazy apps. There's like Hangman on here, and I haven't downloaded many because that's enough functionality for my little brain to handle, but it does quite a bit.
Yeah, it's really good for you know, for authors, because a lot of times we're taking notes and thinking about stuff constantly, especially, you know, when you're in the, I hate to say it, but when you're in the car, or you're in the shower, you're doing those things that are your regular daily routine, and an idea comes to you that is the best ever. And if you have your pen and your paper nearby, you can jot it down, and you can transfer it to text and put it into your notes and your outlines that you use to build your book. So it's excellent for that.
Yeah, and the paper sizes come in all different sizes. There's a small one, this is the medium, and they have like normal spiral notebook papers. And also if you're some people like to talk out their ideas, especially when it comes to preparing for a speech, or even if you're going to write an article, you just need to talk it out. So this way you can record just you brain dumping onto a piece of paper and then listen to it later, but then follow along with your notes. It has so many functions. When I go to conferences, oh buddy,
it's really good for conferences because
Yeah.
you can record every single session that you go to, and then you know you don't have to worry about being like, what did that one guy say in that one session on that one day? I don't even remember what day it was I was there or who it was that was talking, but I know it was important.
Yeah.
You don't have to remember. It's all there for you, so it's great.
Actually, you know what prompted me to get this was I went to go see Mark Sanborn a few years ago. He was in the area, and fellow speaker, CESP, I'm sure, and bestseller of Fred Factor is his book. Great speaker, phenomenal speaker. And what happened was he was speaking and his speech was phenomenal, and he said something that sparked an idea for me, either a product idea or article or something. And I started taking notes about this idea that I had because I didn't want to lose that inspiration. Well, next thing you know, 10 minutes later, I missed a whole chunk of his presentation, and somebody said, oh yeah, what did you think about that one thing that he said? I was like, oh, I missed that entirely. And I was so upset about that, and that's when I finally got the pen, was especially it allows you that freedom to completely go off tangent if you get inspired by something that a speaker says, and you can always come back to the recording later on and catch up on what you might have missed.
Yeah, no, don't get in trouble though, because there are some events where you're not allowed to record things. So don't do that.
Break the rules.
Only
We never
record.
break the
Only record.
rules.
This is the party line. Only record when you're allowed to record, and check with the event people before you whip that thing out, because they might get really mad and kick you out.
Yeah. There have been universities that have been upset by the product because some professors don't. I find this fascinating. Some professors absolutely don't want you to record the information because you can use it.
It's kind of like cheating.
It's kind of like cheating. You can sell it to students who didn't come to the lecture that day.
Or I didn't go to class. Can I bum off your recording?
Yeah. But what I absolutely love is there's those, and then MIT and however many other universities are putting up lectures online that you don't even have to pay anything. Tuition, nothing. You can just listen to an Ivy League school lecture.
Yeah. Another thing that's really cool about it is I have yet to fill up the memory on the pen. I've recorded, I went to NSA, recorded the whole weekend, I recorded at another conference, I've recorded 5 or 6 interviews with authors for their books since then, and it still isn't full. And I'm still learning how to take this to delete the thing, so nothing's been deleted yet, and it still isn't full. And the battery lasts for a long time too. So it's really like there's nothing wrong with it.
It's like perfection. And the only downside was we have the Pulse Pen, and it and LiveScribe is the other portion to this whole thing. The downside with the Pulse Pen is it's like a perfect cylinder, so it rolls like crazy.
Yeah.
And a week after I got this one was when they came out with the Echo Pen, which it's just formed a little bit different, so it doesn't roll off your table the whole time. A week after I bought it.
Of course.
Thank you guys. That's the one fault I have one problem I got with you. So that's that.
Well, I think we just packed your brain full of several things that you need to go get on your computer, check out, get on your app store, go to the Apple store if you don't have a phone or a Mac computer, because we are the biggest proponents of Mac that you could possibly find. And I guess we're just going to leave you with a little tip from our favorite chocolate company.
That's right.
That is our daily moment.
So we always, we just need a daily moment, and we got some chocolate, and we just have our chocolate. And so the fantastic people from Dove.
The chocolate's left over from an event, okay? We don't just buy the chocolate and keep it here, even though it's left over.
It's a definite plus.
We keep it in the supply room. It's not like it's sitting on our desks or anything. It's just, we have to get up, we have to go get it. It's not like an addiction. It's fine.
It's kind of an addiction for
okay,
me.
maybe
I'm going to admit it. So the tip and the inspirational moment of the day is: the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate.
God, I love that.
We'll just leave you with that.
Thanks for joining us today.
See you next time.
Bye.